Ronaldinho. The name is synonymous with breathtaking football skills, dizzying footwork, and a dazzling smile that charmed fans across the world. The Brazilian superstar was not just a footballer, but a magician with the ball, whose on-field antics left audiences spellbound. From PSG to Barcelona, Dinho stunned the football world. The midfield maestro rose to incredible fame in Barcelona, mesmerizing fans with his trademark snake bites and leg overs. He won the world's best player award in Barcelona, plus several trophies. Many fans place Ronaldinho in the greatest of all time GOAT debate. Whether you consider him the GOAT or not, you cannot deny his dribbling prowess and contribution to the beautiful game. Yet Ronaldinho's reputation has recently changed dramatically, and not for the better. He went from being a sporting legend to becoming involved in a legal dispute that resulted in his imprisonment in a Paraguayan jail. How did everything end up here? How did Ronaldinho end up in prison after being arguably the most entertaining football player in history? It all started in March 2022 when Ronaldinho's brother, who also doubles as his manager, brought passports for them to attend a book promotion and a charity event in Paraguay. The passports are supposed to take the brothers to the South American country and back. Ronaldinho always received gifts both in cash and presents from fans all over the world, so he believed that the passports must have been from an enchanted fan. No questions were asked, and Ronaldinho and his brother manager, Roberto de Assis, jetted off to the South American country. Upon entry, Ronaldinho was expecting the usual flock of fans that always accustomed him for pictures and selfies. Instead, the midfield maestro and his manager were led to a different room, and before they could understand what was going on, they were arrested. The brothers were confused. Their crime? Coming into the country with fake passports. Their confusion gave way to shock. They explained how they came to have the passports. However, the Paraguayan police were not interested in explanations after a crime. Ronaldinho's celebrity status didn't help matters either. The news was everywhere before long. How the mighty have fallen. It wasn't long before the former Barcelona and PSG star was sent to the Paraguayan maximum security facility called Agrupacion Especializada. Imagine ending up in prison because you wanted to attend a charity event. Many people who knew him were not surprised by the news. Admittedly, Ronaldinho has been carefree even during his time as the world's best player. However, his carefree attitude ended in parties and unusual football gigs. The fan alleged to have sent the passports, if they are indeed a fan, remained unknown. To make matters worse, the police revealed that Ronaldinho's use of fake passports and arrest were part of a larger investigation that involved money laundering. According to the police, more than 10 people had been arrested based on the fake passports and the wider investigation. Back at the Agrupacion Especializada facility, Ronaldinho's fame brought him some comfort. Kids who were too young to remember when he terrified defense and left goalkeepers grabbing thin air in Europe and the World Cup flocked to the prison to get his autograph and photos. Although the prison gates remained closed to them, they came every day hoping they would have an opportunity with the fast-footed Brazilian. Eventually, a brief mini-tour was arranged outside the prison so the kids could meet their hero. The lucky fans were beside themselves with joy. Ronaldinho might have momentarily lost his freedom, but he is still a sensation. It wasn't only kids who came to the prison to see the 2005 Ballon d'Or winner. Paraguayan defender Carlos Gamarra visited him in prison. Both players were not close, but Gamarra felt that the superstar needed company that would better understand his woes. Gamarra proved to be every bit a great company. In a later interview, he revealed how Ronaldinho's fans, who were probably toddlers when he won the 2002 World Cup, were hoping for selfies with the Brazilian. The Agrupacion Especializada prison is divided into 3 blocks. Out of the 3 blocks, one is occupied by dangerous criminals. Inmates often suffer from malaria bites and even dengue fever, no thanks to a river near the facility. The former AC Milan forward, with an infectious grin, was given a little comfort in jail. He was allowed to use a television inside his quiet jail cell. Also, he was in a different section from almost 30 inmates. It was even reported that the man that lit up Champions League nights watched the high-profile Champions League match between Liverpool and Atletico Madrid in the cramped cell he was put in. There are some perks to being famous. While in prison, he also participated in a prison futsal tournament. As you might have guessed, his team came out successful in the last game, winning 11-2. Guess who scored 5 goals and assisted the other 6? Yep, our dazzling number 10. Although he has retired years old, he still has the magic. Ronaldinho's attorney continued to fight for his freedom. However, he spent over 30 days in prison before being released and placed on house arrest. It was was while he was in prison that he clocked 40 years. Unfortunately, he only had his brother and a cake gifted to him by his attorney to celebrate with. For a party animal like Ronaldinho, it must have been saddening. But his fans outside the prison and all over the world didn't forget. They wished him well and sent their good wishes. His talent had given them joy at different stages. Despite his ugly situation, they wanted him to know he was loved, adored, and respected. Ronaldinho may have been hoping for a different way to celebrate his 40th birthday apart from celebrating it in a prison cell, but it was not to be. Eventually, he was able to post bail of more than $1 million. He was placed under house arrest and ordered to remain in the country. He stayed in Central Asunción's Palmaroga hotel and reportedly paid $64 every night. Guards were mounted throughout the hotel premises to ensure that he stayed put. Ronaldinho's journey to becoming one of football's best was mesmerizing. With his skills and infectious smile, he quickly became the sport's best player of the early 2000s. However, while his performances on the pitch were nothing short of magical, off-field, Ronaldinho seemed to have little control over his life. He was often unaware of the happenings around him. Notwithstanding, Ronaldinho was blessed with a guardian angel, Assis, his older brother. Throughout their journey, Assis ensured that Ronaldinho remained shielded from any negativity that could potentially damage his career. As an ex-player, Assis understood that guiding his brother towards success was important. Ronaldinho's trust in his brother remained unwavering, and it was not difficult to see why. After the death of their father, Assis took charge and ran things. Despite their many challenges, Ronaldinho's indispensable talent and Assis's guidance propelled him to the pinnacle of football. Ronaldinho's legacy will forever be remembered, and his contribution to the sport will never be forgotten. Although he is commonly known as Ronaldinho Gaucho, a term that refers to people from Rio Grande do Sul, Ronaldinho's relationship with his hometown of Porto Alegre is complex, to say the least. However, it's important to recognize that Ronaldinho has left an unmatched mark on the world of football, with his incredible talent mesmerizing fans all over the globe. Despite the controversies surrounding his career, it's impossible to deny his incredible impact on the sport, both on and off the field. At 40 years old, Ronaldinho has the opportunity to ensure that his legacy is not solely defined by his past mistakes, but also by the way he handles his post-football life. Although his past actions have caused some controversy, we should not forget the incredible joy that Ronaldinho brought to us and the football fans around the world. We can learn from his mistakes and appreciate the fact that he has the chance to use his experience to inspire others to make better choices. Ronaldinho's journey should be seen as a cautionary tale for anyone tempted to follow the wrong path. Ultimately, his incredible talent on the pitch will be the legacy that he leaves behind, and for that, we should be grateful.